First, let's start with Tate, the embodiment of ego. Andrew Tate is extremely ambitious, extremely competent, and extremely arrogant. And all of a sudden, you're like, oh yeah, arrogance is not good. Oh yeah, Ryan Holiday, ego is the enemy. Nah, fuck you, Ryan Holiday, shut up. Ryan Holiday, you should go and take a holiday. Anyway, there are two types of being arrogant. There's just the guy who's just arrogant and he's actually in reality a piece of shit, and he perceives himself as higher than himself. He sees himself as a top G even though he doesn't even brush his teeth. But the other, the good kind of ego is just believing, I know it's crazy, but it's just believing it to yourself. Like if you saw Andrew Tate, bro, he holds himself to extreme standards. He holds himself to high, very high standards, and he only expects the best from himself. Bro, like if you listen to him speak, bro, he is extremely competent. He just talks like a professional. He just looks like a professional. He takes pride in his appearance, in his speech, in the way he looks, in everything. He is professional. Even when he wasn't all that, like before Andrew Tate, he got rich and famous. He was a boxer and he was fighting and stuff. Even though he wasn't making a lot of money, but like let's be honest, that's like that the money that he was making was most than 90% of the population. But even though when he wasn't all that, when he still wasn't famous, you could actually see old videos of Tate, and he's just shouting and talking very angrily and just very ambitiously, and he's like shouting and stuff, and he's like ranting about why Friends is such a bad show, or why men should like stop drinking water and like stop wasting, like, you know that video, there was a video of Tate like, oh yeah, just drink water, don't just hold it, and like other videos where he was like, oh yeah, cat owners are pussycats, and he's criticizing cat owners. Even before he was famous, before he was anything, he was extremely ambitious, extremely arrogant. He only expected the best from himself. And also he had a very masculine father figure. Very ambitious Tate, very competent. Tate is the embodiment of ego, the good kind of ego. And then this guy, Ali, he, like, I don't really know much about him because he's like the most guy who doesn't talk that much about himself. Like he's more of a closed, private person. He doesn't really say that much about himself. But Ali, he is also ambitious. And he just freaking took action, bro. Not like some people who are just watching videos of how to be successful. He just tried. He just made a YouTube channel, started posting and learning, and boom. He made it. Even though he's probably the least, no offense, but he's probably the least successful between all of these people, Tate and Hamza. He's the least successful, but he just freaking tried, bro. He just made a plan and he committed to it. He committed to the plan. He just took action, bro, and he just tried and learned. And last but not least, the underrated actual top G, the guy who's for some reason always criticized by Mario or Laios, or I don't know, this guy is just making so much videos about him. Like, come on, bro, chill. Hamza. And I believe, like, I know the secret to Hamza's success because I watched so many of his videos. I know his life story. I know everything about him. Like, Hamza shares a lot about himself, maybe even a bit too much.
So I'd start the video and just start with a story and just say, oh yeah, like there was one morning where I masturbated 3 times, and at the 3rd time, like, I didn't even get a full erection. And
the reason why Hamza became successful is because he was honest with himself, and because he was driven by the desire for, how do I say this in a nice way, desire for intercourse. I don't feel comfortable talking about this, but anyway, Hamza, he was just driven by this. He was just honest, and he just wanted to just lay pipe. He just wanted to plow, bro. He just wanted to lay pipe, and he was honest about himself. He was honest with himself, and he knew what he wanted was laying pipe. So he did lay pipe. And bro, I know, bro. The reason why Hamza became successful is just because he was like, bro. He was just driven by laying pipe. That's all that is, bro. Like, do you know how Hamza became successful? He first started going to the gym and stuff. The reason why he went to the gym and the reason why he was consistent and he built a good physique is because he was driven by girls. He wanted girls. He was just honest with himself, and he knew that he wanted girls, and so he got girls instead of like, oh yeah, I'm a lone wolf. Oh yeah, the girls are a distraction, bro. Bro, I know for a fact that if Hamza he didn't care about girls or anything, he wouldn't have been here today. He wouldn't have been here. He wouldn't have built any success. It's only because he was driven by, he just knew, he was honest. He was like, oh yeah, I want girls, so let me work hard to get the thing that I want. He was just honest with himself. He was just driven by that, by the desire for girls. And that is such a primal desire. This is how every successful person gets successful. It's always out of a dark, like powerful, strong desire. It's like out of people get successful out of starvation, death, success, sex, like these serious powerful things, hate, like strong words. Like if it wasn't for girls and just the desire to just lay. Like if it wasn't for girls and just the desire to just lay pipe, Hamza wouldn't have made it. He was just honest with himself. And success always comes from these primal desires. Like Hamza, the reason why he was so consistent and became so successful is because he just focused on a primal desire. And that gave him unlimited motivation. A very rare primal desire to attract girls. And he was honest with himself. And he used that primal motivation to just like wreck the gym, wreck the work. He became so consistent because of that primal motivation. All of this is nice. Yeah, Tate, the embodiment of ego, Hamza driven by the desire for girls and stuff like that. But what should you actually do? Like I hate these videos where they just talk about character traits and stuff, and you leave the video and you're like, okay, what should I do now? Like what did I learn? Yeah, sure, I learned that ego is good and that's nice, but what should I do now? This is the part where I tell you what to do. Between all of these men, Ali, Hamza and Tate, they all just took action. They all just made a plan and they committed to it. They just committed to the plan. They just risked it all. They all have the ability. They all had the ability to just risk everything. Like Hamza, he risked everything, bro. He risked everything. He quit his job. He broke up with his GF and he left that apartment in the city just to live with his parents and work hard. He risked everything, bro. All of these men, they risked everything. Ali, when he was getting the pressure from his parents to just study and stuff, he was like, fuck it, and he just risked everything to become successful. He just risked everything. All of them did. All of them, they just have the ability to just jump. Like, do you know how I started this YouTube channel? Oh yeah, I was kind of scared and stuff like that. No, what if my friends laugh at me? But one day I was with my parents, and they were like we were in a cafe and stuff like that, and they were talking and stuff, and I was just thinking, what is stopping me? Why am I not successful yet? And I realized that, I just need to jump. I just need to do it. I just need to jump. I just need to take action. I just need to run straight. I just need to jump. I just need to go. That's the trait that all successful people have. All of them, guarantee, bet. All of them have this ability to just risk everything and jump. And they just didn't jump. They didn't risk it all because they were stupid. No, because they believed that they could make it. They believed in themselves. And I know you're like, oh yeah, believe in yourself. Oh, this cringy. Oh yeah, the magic of thinking big. Just believe in yourself, bro. But think about it. Hamza, he had an apartment in the city with a GF, and he was making money in his shitty job. He didn't like the job. Do you think that if Hamza didn't believe that he was gonna be successful, that he was gonna quit his job? Like think about it. If Hamza quit his job, something like big and stuff, quit his job, become unemployed, that's so bad. That's a massive risk, bro. That's a massive risk. Do you think that Hamza wouldn't have risked it all if he didn't believe in himself? Of course he did believe in himself. If he didn't believe in himself, he would have been nobody, going nowhere, feeling nothing, being nothing, just nothing. They risked everything, bro. Like, do you think if there was like a strong man competition and there was like Eddie Hall and like strong people and competing for the strongest man title or whatever, do you think I'm gonna go there and be confident and stuff? Do you think I'm gonna try to compete in the strongest man championship or whatever? Do you think I'm gonna go and compete in the to get the strongest man title? Of course no, because I don't believe I can do it. I know I can't do it. I know. I'm not gonna go there to get my ass whooped. I'm not. Why? Why go and do something if you know that you're not gonna be able to do it? That's the philosophy. That's why every one of them became successful. Like, why should I compete in the strongest man competition if I know that I'm not gonna win? Like, what's the point? Why even try? Why even bother? I hope you're realizing this. I hope you're getting the point. Like, what's the point of going and doing something if you know you're not even gonna be successful or not gonna make it? Why bother? Why do it in the first place? But all of these men, they believed. They believed that they can be successful. Oh yeah, Iman Gaji, he was a nobody. He was a 15-year-old just going to a gym and he just worked hard and became successful. Yeah, why not me, bro? Why not me? All of them had that same desire. All of them had that same realization that why not me, bro? Why not me? They all believe that they can make it. Like, you're not gonna do shit if you don't believe you can do it. If you know you can do something, you're not gonna do it. If I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna jump off the airplane with a parachute and stuff like that, I'm not gonna do it because I know I can't. I know I can't. I'm not gonna risk it. But when you know you can, when you know you can, when you believe you can, that's when you risk everything. And that's when you start becoming successful. Maybe not right away, maybe not straight away you're gonna become successful and the first video that you upload, wow, 100 million views and you're gonna be successful, stuff like that. Maybe not from your first try, but you're on a great path. You just need to keep going and to just not quit. And I know it's cringe and all believe in yourself, but it's true. It's true, bro. Do you think that Hamza would quit his job if he didn't believe that he could do it? Like, if Hamza knew that he was going to fail when he started a business, why even try? Why even bother, bro? But he knew that he could make it. How can you develop that mindset for yourself? Well, that's easy, bro. That's easy, brother. If I wanted to go to to a push-up championship or whatever, I don't understand how competitions work, but there was like a push-up competition, and I was gonna compete with someone who has like the high score of like 5,000 push-ups, and I can only like do 30. Do you think I'm gonna go compete there? Of course no, I'm not gonna do shit. But how can I have that mindset, that belief that I can do it? Well, I'm gonna train every day. I'm gonna train every day, bro. Like, if I was going to the strongest man competition, I know right now that I can do it. Can't do it because I'm weak as fuck. Like, my PR is freaking 30 kg, bro. I'm not that strong. But how do I have the belief? How do I have the confidence to go and try? Well, I'm gonna train every day. If I'm gonna compete, then I'm gonna train every day and I'm gonna become stronger. And for example, when I like reach 100 kg deadlift, I can do shit. I can do shit like that. That's why, bro. That's why self-improvement is so beautiful, bro. It's so beautiful because when you start self-improvement, you're a low life. You're a nobody. But when you start doing shit, when you start going to the gym, when you start doing something, then it hits you and you're like, damn, I can do shit. I can. I do have an impact on this world. I can do things. That's why self-improvement is so lovely, brother. It's so lovely. That's why so many people after being on self-improvement, they become so much more confident. Because when you do shit, you start just becoming more confident. That's like the secret way to confidence, bro. So again, that strong man competition, how do I become confident, and like how do I believe in myself? How do I believe that I'm gonna win that competition, and I'm gonna be a worthy opponent, or like I'm gonna do good. I'm gonna train every day until I reach a point and I know that, oh, I can do it. I can do it because I made so much more progress. Then I believe I can do it. Just try, bro. I know it's cringe, but of course, don't try like just one time and you fail and you're like, oh yeah, well, I got 0 views. So YouTube isn't working, bro. It's so saturated, bro. You're not gonna succeed from your first time, bro. But when you post more videos, when you become more consistent, when you learn more, when you learn about storytelling and speaking and all of this stuff, you start being more confident, and you start to believe that, damn, I can actually do shit. And then you believe in yourself, and then you become confident, and well, you're closer to success. Hope you found value in this video, brother. Hope you like and subscribe, and yeah.